Today I'm going to show you a very simple technique to add embellishments to your circular knitting machine pieces. So I've started with the sample here. I've just made a long tube with different stripes on it. And what we're going to do is create sort of a plaid effect using a crochet hook. So when it comes to your circular knitting machines, you'll see that this is the typical stitch that you see. So here is just the plain stitch. Well, you can do a couple different techniques. I know a lot of people like to use a duplicate stitch, and what that involves is actually using your darning needle and taking your yarn and then going through the top loops and creating designs. For example, something like this is done on the top of the stitches. It does not go all the way through. But for the plaid effect, I'm actually going to show you the crochet method of essentially we're going to be doing slip stitches all the way through a single row of our project. Now you can get as creative and fun as you would like. You can make as many color changes as you want. You could even, do multiple rows of your plaid overlay. It really is up to you. So first thing you need to do is decide where you want your contrasting yarn to go. So for me, I want something that's kind of off center. So about right here is where I want this orange stripe to go all the way down. So I'm just going to find that row right here. Okay, so this is where I've identified. You could use a stitch marker if you want, but it's not really that necessary because you'll see we're going to go through both layers. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your crochet hook. So this is the row that I've decided I'm going to use, and I'm going to go through this one right here. You could tie it to the bottom here if you'd like. It's really up to you. But then you're just going to leave a bit of a yarn tail, and you're just going to hook it and pull it through. So now we have a loop right here. Now I'm going to clip this because I'm not going to tie this off just yet. So I do want to make sure that this does not slip through accidentally as I'm working. So I'm just putting a little clip on there. So all we're going to do is we're going to follow this row of stitches and we're going to place our crochet hook straight down into both of those stitches. And we're going to take the yarn tail and essentially you're going to hook it around your crochet hook and you're going to pull it through. Okay, you're going to go to the next one in the row, put it through. Let me show you what's happening on the bottom. You're going to take your crochet hook, hook that through, pull it through the loop. We'll go to the next one. And then you're just going to continue down the same row for the distance that you want this to be. Now be careful while you're stitching because you can split your yarn very easily. So every once in a while you'll just want to glance back and make sure everything looks the way you want it to. Now you'll see here I accidentally picked up the black, so no big deal. Slide that back out and then do it again. You'll see that this stripe will start to create this plaid effect as we go down our piece. Now, if you want to see what it looks like on the other side is just a set of straight stitches. It's just going to have this little contrast here. I like this because I think that it gives both sides character. But if you don't like this, what you could also do is before finishing the end of your tube, you could actually work from the inside instead of going through both layers. I just happen to really like this method, so I'm going to continue doing this all the way down to the end, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. And here's our finished project from end to end. Here's what it looks like on the outside, and then again on the inside just has this running stitch here. You can get as creative as you can possibly imagine with this, adding additional columns as well as additional rows. Really, the sky is the limit. So if you do try this, don't forget to tag me so I can see what yours looks like. And that is how you create a faux plaid with your circular knitting machine.